Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is Always Sonic, aka Angel Death 20, and he is in the Blue Destiny Unit 2, which is a pretty good mobile suit, and he said he had a great round in it, so we're going to take a look. Blue Destiny 2 and 3 are very similar, but Blue Destiny 2 is a raid where General is a 3. They can both use the Gundam Ground Type's beam rifle. They can both use the 100mm machine gun modified. And they both have a decent set of missiles that they can launch while boosting. They did recently slow down the reload time on those, so I don't know if this was recorded before or after that. Either way, they're still really good, and they can stun with enough hits. I think it's about 3 out of 6. So yeah, those are pretty good odds. Blue Destiny 2, besides being a raid where 3 is a general, also has double beam sabers, whereas the Unit 3 only uses a single saber. So it can do a lot of damage. And that Gelgud came in to help its friend and didn't really. It tried, but now it's just kind of getting into being a big melee pile up here. Everybody's going to have to separate out a little bit and work on it. See, Sonic has got one of the people out of that pile, and wow, that was a great attack. He used the wind-up time on that Gelgud's downswing to land a much quicker attack and just totally destroyed it. So yeah, really nice work there. See, it looks like there's jamming, so there's Nefrit knocked somewhere nearby, probably hassling whoever was up on that ramp, up on that ridge. So, let's see. But the jamming effect, well, maybe it's over there. Either way, a good time to pull back a little bit. Both Blue Destinies, of course, have the exam ability, which is it boosts basically all your abilities: attack, defense, speed, boost. It also gives you better levels of forced injector and dodge roll for about a minute and 15 seconds, and then when it is finished, your head and legs are both destroyed, and you have to stop and repair them. And until you respawn, you can't use exam again after that. So, see, Sonic's taking some hits. That Gelgud is after him. Actually, the entire enemy team's coming up pretty fast. With this little health left, it's probably a good time to go into exam when he has a chance. But sometimes sometimes it's the opportunity. Also, Sonic is a proponent of repairing and has frequently done very well in doing so. So, yeah, he's going to pull back and repair because you may as well have as much health to throw into that as you can. And also, if he just hangs back here for a second, yeah. If you're close enough to the Allied base and it hasn't been blown up, which in ace matches like this it cannot be, it will speed up your repairs. It will repair you on its own, and if you're there using the repair tool, you can get repaired much, much quicker. So, if you're going to repair, the opportunity to do it back there will really help. So, it comes down to individual preference and the kind of team you're on, whether or not you can leave your team alone for that long. It really does depend. There's Nefrit knocked nearby, and there it is, in fact. And, let's see, didn't hit it with the downswing. The Blue Destiny 2's downswing has a certain amount of travel that is really useful for this kind of thing. Good use of the missiles. Didn't stun it. Let's see, managed to catch him, unfortunately. But he's still alive. It's trying to work on the ally he's with. And he managed to get him, and I don't think that ally died, so good going all around. The ground-type beam rifle does a lot more damage when it's charged, but it charges relatively quickly, but the cooldown is a long time, so you have to be careful not to overheat it. Meanwhile, that Gelgud is still just up in his face. But so far, so good. With 30 seconds left, he's made, what, at least 3 good kills? He will probably be the ace. We will find out in 30 seconds or so, and playing it safe for the moment. And if he's, meant to stay alive into the ace match section this long, staying back this long and not using exam has been wise. Yes, and both the Blue Destinies 2 and 3 have a dodge roll, which without exam, which is unusual for raids in general, and yeah, definitely beats both the Blue Destiny 1 and the Freak Custom. So, okay, yep, it is him. He is the sole raid. That's... Being the ace as a raid can be kind of tricky because the enemy enemy team is going to be mostly generals most of the time, which means you are in a tight spot. You're going to take extra damage. You're going to be, hurt fairly easily, so you have to be on the ball, and your team has to be on the ball to cover you. It's wise of him to come back and get healed up, and it looks like his team has managed to drive someone right up to him. It's that Gelgug again, so... Unfortunately, they took the kill, which, again, the ace gets triple points for kills. The ace gets triple points for assists. The ace is worth triple points when killed, so you have to be really careful. And your team has to be really careful to help you. Enemy ace is about to die. Now is a good time to go into exam. And, yeah, used it very wisely, got around the enemy Blue Destiny, killed it. There's that Efreet. It has very little health left. He took a step back, very smart, and got it down, and that is 3 kills in just no time flat. There's another one if his team leaves it for him. Let's see. Again, that Gelgug's in his face, so he may have to take a second to deal with it. I think his team got the other kill. That's fine. No, they didn't, and there it is, so let's see if he can do it. Got the assist, I think, on that Gelgug, and... See, he managed to avoid every attack from that Gundam and hasn't quite finished it off. But okay, yeah, his team his team gets it. They left it for him. Excellent work. And now with 12 seconds left on exam, the best thing his team can do is turtle up at this base and repair and make sure he is safe. Because yeah, when he dropped out of exam, yeah, as you can see, maximum damage to head and legs, which means you can't walk. Your radar is compromised, and you do less damage. So, and if you do any boosting, you fall on your butt. But he did just enough to get himself back in the game, and he's ready to fight for this last 40-some seconds. That Gelgug, again, is just beelining for him. Not sure why that person had it in for him, but it is not working out for him. Even though they should have type advantage, they might want to pick another target. Sometimes when one person is giving you that much trouble, especially when it's the ace and the enemy team is protecting them, you may just want to switch to another target. I do the tunnel vision too, and it's rarely good, so you can trust me on this. He was out of boost, so he was not able to counter that that melee, but he does have allies watching out for him. Used his tackle, which is both good and not good. He's probably going to die at the last second here, because there's not much he can do about it, but he held out until the very end, and, he got such a lead, I don't think it's going to be an issue. So, yeah, great round. And, let's see, yep, that is a win. And I think he said he got, let's see, well, 8,700 points, which is a fantastic score. And I believe he said he got 10 kills, which we will take a look at in a second. And yes, 10 kills. Very nice. Only 1 death at the very end. Really great play there. Yeah, excellent work. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. So till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Blue Destiny 2 seems to get a lot more use than Blue Destiny 3. And I think it just comes down to the fact that its skill set with its ability to stun while boosting and its dodge roll are probably just a little bit more unusual for raids than they are for generals. Well, that and the double beam sabers, those are really good.